Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to another stream. It is Tuesday night, and we're back for another match day. Match day 12 against the BESTBOT, a series of 150 games. In the last stream, we have got through the halfway point, and we're going to be playing games 79 to 85 tonight. So another 7 games coming right up for you guys. And you can get involved with the prediction that we'll be having later on in the stream, so be ready for that. So yeah, let's go over to the main Woogle screen right now, and you'll be able to see at the bottom of the screen the current record. After 78 games, I have 31 wins, and the BESTBOT has 47 wins. So yeah, I'm 16 wins behind, which is pretty significant. Knowing that we actually do play 7 games per stream. So I'm a few match days behind right now, but again, we can only take it 1 game at a time. And yeah, we're just gonna play each move the best we can, and hopefully we can get a little bit lucky at the same time. Hopefully we can make some inroads in the second half of this series. So yeah, let's move on. And let's start the next game. Game number 79. Alright. I think Brahman is good. But the BESTBOT is going first, so we'll wait and see what the bot does first. And also, for you out there right now watching this live, you can get involved with the Infinity Wars game that is above my head right now. If you're watching on Twitch, then you can just start typing out the words that you see on there with the anagrams, and they will start disappearing. If you're watching on YouTube right now, there is no YouTube capability of doing this. So you're going to have to get involved. Well, if you want to get involved, then you're going to have to get over to twitch.tv/Ostinio9. Go log in there and start typing out. You literally be able to see the same things that you're seeing right now on there, but you have extra capabilities to get involved with the games and the predictions that we'll be having later on in the stream. Okay, so I think we have a... Oh, can we play... I don't think... Wait, I can never remember which this is. Yeah, there we go. Brahmani. And there, the eye was the perfect spot for us. So, good start for us on the first move of the evening. Okay, Prowetz has come down as an anagram of treetops. So, let's see. There's something like boy or yob that's decent here. So yeah, I think we just do yob. Again, if you're watching right now as well, I know we just started the stream, so please feel free to say hello in the chat if you're around. Always good to know who is here early doors. Okay, the bot bingos again. Wow. So an early lead has come to nothing at this moment in time. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do here. I mean, something like F looks okay. Keeps really good tiles. I don't know if there's anything else better than this. Okay, I think we're going to go with this. Yeah, these are one of those racks where it's like, it feels like there should be something here. A lot of different floating tiles on the board also. Okay. Eruvim has come down, which does open up some other floating tiles here. So the R is there. I can play something like Particle, which looks very good here. And it doubles the C as well. So this is 80 points. Prolatic is also another option, but that doesn't score as much. So I think this is going to be the play. So for now, at least puts us back in the lead. Interesting move here is to play Aporia. This actually kind of gets rid of all my duplicate tiles and scores well. Keeps AEI, which is not amazingly great, keeping 3 vowels, but again, looking at the vowel to constant ratio in the bag, it's almost two constants to 1 vowel at this stage. So likely to draw more constants in the next turn, if this stays open. Another option where I can try and score some points is to play something like Air, but the bot actually does play in that spot, so I think Aporia looks really good here. So wait, let me just take that back and have a look again, just to make sure. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good to me. I think we're going to do this. Okay, so I end up drawing 2 more vowels and a Y. So I end up drawing more vowels. Which might make the floating U of Situle in a 4-timer lane a little bit more useful for the bot. I am 50 points ahead. Hopefully that will count for something later on, but right now it's a good lead at the moment. Another play here, just because it scores really well, so play Heady and Toy, that scores 36. Again, keeping AII, but there's only 2 A's and 2 I's unseen from my point of view, so again, playing the percentages here, not overly likely I'm going to draw into any more of those after that turn, but I think it's quite likely the bot will play there. There's still 2 blanks unseen. So the bot could bingo underneath Particle. It looks like a good spot with Renes. The bot did just play OW, so it's quite possible the bot is somewhat close to a bingo. Would not be surprised if the bot bingos this turn or next turn. Okay, so it does play Waz, opening up the triple. This probably changes my decision a little bit here to play away instead. For 42. So yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Just score a lot of points here. Negate Waz and its score. There we go. We end up drawing, as we kind of said already, a lot of constants in the bag. We just drew 3 constants. Okay, so there we go. Wasn't, again, as I said, wasn't overly surprised that the bot was going to bingo. If it's uninured using one of the blanks, it goes 31 points in front. So an option for me now is to try and go for the other blank. I could play mixed here. This also has the added benefit that there's only 1 I and 2 U's unseen for the spot next to the X, and I actually do have a ready-made like GI spot next to it, potentially for the next turn, if needed. And this scores a lot of points, so this looks very good to me. I'm again just hoping to draw into one of the 3 N's as well, or the blanks or the S's. We're just hoping for something good. Okay, so we got one of the N's. Yeah, no play or bingo, I think, from here. So again, might have to fall back on the backup player of XU, and maybe just playing GU here or something like that. The score's 29, very solid score for two tiles. And it keeps a very good leave. But yeah, it really depends on what the bot does next. The bot has already bingo 3 times in this game. And it plays Honked, okay. So now, what do I play? I think something like Gun might be pretty good here. 33 points. Again, I think using the extra tile might be worth it here to try and go for the S's or the blanks. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I'm probably going to bingo more often if I keep the N. Let me see if I do this. There's still a lot of... Well, actually the Val to constant ratio isn't quite as skewed now. Although it is still kind of 1 to 2. This ties the game as well. 29, exactly 29 points. But yeah, you kind of want to avoid the F and the J and the Q. We kind of draw into one vowel, one consonant. It could be pretty good. So maybe leaving the N isn't as good. Maybe, yeah, maybe leaving off the N is fine here. There's only one N left as well, so it might be useful to keep it. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay, let's hope for something good. Oh, okay, we picked up the J. And the S. So one good tile, one not so good tile in the grand scheme of things right now. This game could literally just be a race to the bingo. The player to bingo next, very likely to win this game. But yes, getting rid of the J here is going to be a huge priority. Yu-Gi-Oh comes down with 37 points. That's a lot of points. But what that does actually do is actually slash the number of vowels almost in half there. Only 5 vowels unseen, and it does give me a place to at least play my J by itself. I'm actually looking, well, I don't know. I'm looking at how often I can bingo with this rack. And again, there's not all that many places on the board to bingo now, so it gets very easy to block things if I cannot land a bingo. And if I don't land a bingo here, I might be a little bit too far behind to be able to catch up. So kind of in a little bit of a precarious situation here. But I don't see a great way of being able to come back without playing off the J. This does put me down by 19. And again, the bot could bingo. But I could also bingo. It really depends if the bot wants to block anything up or not. And maybe you just have to leave the bot to make the decision itself by itself. Oh wow, we just drew the blank. That is very lucky. But again, I'm still at the mercy of, you know, the fact that the bot could just block everything in one go here. Do have lots of bingos that play across here, like just for example like Sistan 79. So the bot does try to block things up here. I'm 36 points behind. The question is, can I get a bingo down? And I think I can. I think cosigner is good. The problem is the Q, but the Q can play in 2 spots next to uninured here and next to particles. So the bot shouldn't be able to come back from this now. Even if I do draw the dreaded Q, I will go up by 45 points. So I think this might do the trick here. And I do draw the Q. The bot does have endorse on its rack, which of course doesn't fit on this board as far as I can see. And again, we have the added insurance of 2 Q spots to be able to play it off next turn. Okay, the bot plays Rod. Okay, I think I have to just play off the Q. My highest position here, highest scoring spot. Just making sure I'm not missing anything else. Don't think I am. Okay, I was lucky. I got the blank, that 1 tile draw, and managed to win. Almost a 1,000-point game to start off the day. Is a 14-point victory. And you know, any victory that happens against the BESTBOT is welcome, so I'll take that. And we move up to 32 wins and a minus 25.05 spread, but all good. Hey, good morning to Nomi Nemo in the chat. Good to see you here. Yeah, hope you're having a good week so far, at least. Okay, so we're now 15 games behind. Alright, we're going to move on to the next game. Game number 80. Okay, not a good first rack here. So what things can I do? I can do something like Olio or Alu. Better to keep an A than an O here. This keeps AOS, which again, not a great leave. Although it does open a 4-timer lane as well. I don't think Marak is really bad enough to exchange. So I think I'm going to go with Olio. Oh, okay, we just drew into 3 E's. So we just have more vowel problems here. So, Nomi Nemo, I'm happy to say also to you specifically, I have now bought my plane tickets to come to Bangkok for the Causeway tournament next year. So I will be there. I can confirm that now. So yes, I will see you there. And now we just need you to sign up. I technically haven't actually signed up for the event yet, but I'm in the process of doing that. Because I'm bringing my entire family with me, so it's gonna it requires a little bit more work to get all the arrangements to get my family also in other rooms as well. Maybe you should register. Yeah, maybe you should add to the difficulty of the tournament, which doesn't really need more difficulty, but. You know, what's one more at this stage, you know? Okay, so Dad has been played. That becomes pretty difficult to do anything. I don't have any tile that goes there. I couldn't escape Premier anyway. Trapped with the world's best. Yep. Tell me about it. Yeah. There's no escape for us now. You enter in your Division 1s immediately. They don't have a choice. Okay, well, I might actually have to consider exchanging here. I don't really want to play something like oh, not that. I'm playing it this way. It really opens up a lot of stuff underneath, which I don't want to do. So I think I'm going to exchange EEO and hope to draw into something closer to bingo next turn. I don't think there's anything here. But, you know, just the Z now. It's just, we're very close. See what the bot does next. Yeah, it doesn't want to give much away, you can see. Well, I don't have a way to just get rid of the Z. So I might have to play it for a good number of points here. I could play the Zaz here and set up a space underneath to bingo onto. This does surrender my ass as well for Oleos. But yeah, this just scores so much. It's very hard to kind of not take this. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this. Well, I drew another S, so I have Postern and Pronist. So Postern would fit here. Okay, so Flu comes down. So neither bingo actually fits underneath Flu, so we're going to have to go back to Oleos, unless there's something through the O here. I don't think that there is. Remember right? There's no sneaky bingo through the F either. So yeah, I don't think there's really that too many options here. Thing is that Postern kind of gives away bingos both sides of top and below the board, or to the right of those things anyway. So for example, if I put Postern here, I can play, the bot could play either the S hook with Posterns or something in column M. Pretty easy to play there. So for that reason, I might actually just play Pronist. Opens a few floating tiles here, but no easy S ending S bingos now. It does put the O here as well, but the Z has already been played, so just the J to avoid. Bit more difficult to bingo with a vowel start with, maybe. I don't know, but it's just something to kind of think about, but yeah, I think that's kind of the idea here. Alright, that's fine. Oh, thank you to Ancient Good Muggle for the raid. Good evening, everybody. Hope your stream went well. What were the mystery lists today? Enlighten me. "100 things to improve your mental health." Okay. Wow. Were there any interesting, more left field things that that came up in that 100 things? Twilight chapter titles as well. Oh wow. I can't even say that I would even be able to name any. And varieties of incense. Very few people in chat had actually read Twilight or seen the movies. I mean, okay. That's a crossover between Scrabble players and Twilight that we have not seen yet, so I'm not sure we're going to be seeing that anytime real soon, but you know, can break into that market one day once we get real big, you know. We'll get there eventually, don't worry. Okay, I think I have to play Woot here. I just have to play off 2 O's and just kind of deal with this the next turn as well. Okay, so because now more of you are here, I'm actually going to start the prediction now. So get ready for this. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to start the prediction right now for you to get yourselves involved with. So again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to have to get yourself over to twitch.tv/Astenium9 and you can then get involved with it there. But simply, there are 4 different options on Twitch right now that you can get your prediction or coins down on. Again, how many wins do you think I'll have against the BESTBOT by the end of the evening? And yeah, 4 different options. So option 1 is 35 or more. I need 3 wins out of the next 6 games, including this one. Option 2 is 34 to 34.5. Option 3 is 33 to 33.5, and option 4 is 32.5 or fewer. So get involved, use your A9 coins wisely, get predicting on what you think the result will be. And yeah, don't wait too long. I put a little bit less time on it today, since we're already kind of getting towards mid-game of this game 2. Don't wait too long. I think I have to play here. I have to obscure this E a little bit, I think. I could play Kelp, but again, keeping all those vowels, not ideal. Okay. Okay, we have coins now on option 1 and 2. So we have about 4,000 coins on both those options right now. Again, you can get involved with that right now. If you haven't already, please do so. Okay, the board's getting a little bit blocked now. I could also help with that by playing something like There. That is 38 points. It blocks off pretty much everything in this bottom left corner. And also stops kind of access to the top left spot by the bot playing in this same spot but with hooks in accessing column A. So this does a good job here. There's still a lot of O's unseen as well. Curiously, just one O at this stage. Almost all the O's have been played already. But yeah, this blocks off a few big things in this spot as well, so I think this looks pretty good to me. Okay. So, for those that didn't see game 1, I managed to win the first game of the evening, 504 to 490. And this is game 2. And we'll be playing 7 games, as we usually do in these streams. And we're currently on game number 80. I also have the last S as well, so if that could become useful at some point, maybe. And again, still 2 blanks unseen, past halfway through the game as well. So we're going to have to navigate that in some way. As we get further in the game, a bed has come down. This is actually a favorable spot for my H with the H hook here, but I don't have anything that would go there. So, nothing there yet. Just a matter of, do I want to keep that only accessible for myself somehow with a bingo, but I don't really have anything great there though. Can I play something like Ilk? This kind of seems like a kind of weak play, but again, I could draw into something. Bingo beginning with H or TH would fit on a board that's almost dead. But yeah, I don't see much else really without opening up the board too much. I really do not want to open up the board here. So maybe this is the one. Oh, there we go. Okay. We have Hinters that plays with Ed. Nithers is the other bingo here, and I don't think the other one fits. I think this is the only bingo that fits on the board. As far as I can see, anyway. So yeah, nice favorable draw of ER. Again, hoping that this stays open. The bot does exchange 7. Okay, so I guess the bag will be slightly worse than average, but again, it does mean that at that time the bot probably didn't have the blank. Could end up drawing into something here. This also just completely kills off the board apart from the S hook for Ed, so again, which would also require a blank. So again, hoping the bot doesn't draw into anything here. So I have hinters. I'm up by 78. And yeah, oh, the bot placed up the Q. And again, I don't have an ass, but I'm gonna have to deal with this spot here. I'm gonna have to play Dewey, I think. Is there anything else that's better than this? I don't think I have a word that would play the X down here, so I think this might be about all I can do. I do have Adieu, but it doesn't play anywhere. So yeah, I think this is the one. At this moment in time, there's not really anywhere to go in terms of bingos. If I can keep the scoring going, then this will make life a lot easier for me. Again, there is this the sneaky O hook for Gam, for OGAM as well, but again, relatively unlikely and relatively low in terms of scoring that a bingo would play there, would not score that much, and would open up the triple in the top middle. So really, we just have to react to anything that the bot does now, since there's not really anywhere to go, bingo-wise. Again, we have to be kind of, say, hyper defensive because there's still 2 blanks unseen. And with the bot, with perfect knowledge of the dictionary, we'll find a bingo that will, any bingo that will play will likely come down. Again, we do need to be a bit kind of watch out for this ZE, maybe some kind of IZE ending play here. Again, probably not going to score too much, but there is a potential spot for a bingo as well. Although those spots are kind of relatively unlikely, but the bot could be working towards something in those spots. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm going to draw attention to the Twitch prediction as well. We still have coins in option 1 and 2. We have about 5 minutes left to make your predictions. So, again, don't wait too long on that. You can still predict. We do have now a solid 3 coin in option 3. We don't have anything in option 4 right now either. Again, that depends if I just win one more game tonight. That will not be the result. So it's kind of risky, I guess, to some degree. But we'll see how we do. So I'm going to play Gene here. Just get rid of the J. Or Gene to end up drawing into a C and a V. And an O, actually, which is good for OGAM, at least. I just need to be careful here. Don't get stuck with these C's and V's as we kind of get closer to the end of the game. And the letters left are improving as time goes on, so we do need to be kind of mindful about those things. But I am 83 points in front. Okay, so Aya has come down. I could try and get rid of some of my clunky tiles. I could play something like Cleave for 17. Which again doesn't look too bad. I need to get rid of these clunky tiles. They might end up causing me a bit of a problem if I kind of stand by them for too long. So maybe we do this. And again, on this kind of board, 17 points is actually not that bad. So again, I do have the, as I said, I have the O. I can potentially play something here just to block off OGAM or any IZE ending bingos. But yeah, there's not many plays that will do too much there. I could even play something like Cognize, which does play 5 tiles, so it does get through the game a little bit faster, but again, it really does depend on how many tiles the bot plays next. If it plays 2 tiles, then this actually looks like a very strong play. So this is kind of something just to look out for. With the C and an open space, say relative open space, it could become a problem. Okay, so the bot plays pet. Ooh, okay. So do I just play Nyx? I have to play something here that doesn't allow... What other things can go here? I have to play this. Do keep my O as well. So actually now something like C's would actually do the job, I think. The bot only has 3 vowels as well to to use. And again, I kind of make a little bit of a profit there with pet because I end up gaining 7 more points. The bot played 5 points, I got 12, so it pushes me a little bit further in front with 89 in front now. Okay, Biffa has come down. So I need to be careful with what I play here. I think this is good. Again, I'm just trying to get myself far enough in front so that I don't lose. But I feel like the bot's probably going to bingo no matter what at this stage, so I'm just going to try and get rid of as many tiles as I can. Puts me up by 96, so I'm going to draw 2 tiles at the bag. I don't feel like the bot could bingo with that many points. With 90 odd points, could it do that? Oof. I don't know. Oh man. Okay, running out of time here. I think I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, what have I done? No. I was in control the whole game and I messed it up. Yeah, I did think about potential things that could go there with AY, but I was like, surely there can't be many things. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe playing just like something with the E, like BE or something. Yeah, that was not smart. So yeah, that was definitely a misplay for sure. Yeah. Again, it would be interesting to see that, to kind of analyze that one and see what the best moves were in that particular spot, though. Let me have a look here. So what? I mean, this analyzer is not going to give me the best move here. Again, I was kind of worried that anything that doesn't score much would not let me win, but something like Kogue might still be good enough. Kang, yeah, Kang or even Uncage or something would have been better. At least it doesn't make it. At least the bot needs to expend an O or a blank here to do anything, and then this makes it really difficult to play here. Like, you can't put the Y there. It has to be something like OM or something. OG. Again, not likely to happen. I guess I was also worried about any kind of plays that go through up here, maybe through an A or an N or something. Yeah, so at least, but then at least here, I'm only losing 2 points. on Kugan, which is what I ended up playing, and then you need to basically have like the perfect word with like an M here and a Y here, which then would probably might end up winning the game anyway. But yeah, it's very difficult to see if that was really going to be a good play or not. I mean, again, another option I could have just done is just play one tile. I could have, that way I definitely don't lose. I could just play one tile and then the bot doesn't go out. That is another option. I could just play my highest. It could just be my highest scoring play with one tile. I mean, that would also be fine. Yeah, that wasn't good. I wonder what that would have been though. Because I'm only 72 points. Yeah, that wasn't a smart move. And again, I mean, I won't use this as an excuse. Again, I have a minute to work this out, but I should definitely be doing something much better than what I ended up doing. This was not a smart play whatsoever. And yeah, I should know better than that. That's yeah, really bad mistake. And a game that, you know, I should have won, but ended up not winning. So yeah, I mean, I'll be analyzing this game for sure, but I'm sure there were 100% wins here that I just didn't think were good enough, but they were good enough. So yeah, this will hopefully be a lesson learned going forward, and especially a lesson for you guys as well to tread carefully for the end game when you should, and play something that, you know, don't panic, basically. Which I guess that's what I ended up doing. Okay, so I updated the record now. So 32 wins, 48 losses, and it's a 7-point loss. So yeah, it's a bit annoying that I didn't quite get that done, but, you know, so be it, I guess. Yeah, we've got to shake it off now. Let's move on to the next game, game 81. So yeah, this does mean that option 4, 32.5 is still an option in the prediction, which has now ended. So again, thank you to everyone that got involved with the prediction tonight. But yeah, there's definitely going to be games in this 150 games against the BESTBOT where I will just end up throwing it away. There's going to be a few here and there. But what we do know is that the bot will not do that in my favor. So, yep, not good. But yeah, let's move. Let's think ahead here and let's move forward. So Chevy has been played. Could be mildewy. It's 32. Keeps an O. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think that looks decent here. Okay, so I think I should have a bingo here. Van Pools, Planosol. Anything with the C though. There's also this D of mildewy as well, if there's any 4-timers potentially. Okay, so Kylie has been played. Okay, I'm gonna think about this here. May I have a clue for that one? Yeah, I think that begins with a T. Oh. So I think I see other things at the top above Kylie that would play like Lampoon or Polaron. Those things are available as well. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything that plays onto the C of Chevy or D of Mildewy. I guess I have Poblano as well, that now fits. Score 74, that's pretty good. Doesn't open up any triples. Yeah, okay. Does block the 4-timer lane for the D as well, so I think we'll go with that. I've just drawn into Re-Annex, which doesn't play on this board. It's a bit too blocked. A Vinted? I don't know. What's that? What's a Vinted? Okay, well, Asteria comes down, which does give me a place for Re-Annex now. I cannot overlap it anymore. We have Hoagies. I don't know, Vint is good in Words with Friends. I think it means to make wine or something. Maybe. I mean, Vint is definitely good in Collins, so I don't know. Let's see. To strip of grapes, also vintage. Okay. Is that close enough to making wine? I don't know. I guess. Ugh. Man. Okay, so Rot has come down. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite give me a spot for Hoagies here. I mean, Ellie is not a word, so it won't fit. So yeah, a little, I mean, say a little unfortunate. I would have to be very lucky actually for any bingo to play on this turn. The V is not a great tile to really use, so I could just play Hog here or even Hoy for 35. And keeping AGES looks pretty good here. If I play Hog, I don't want to draw into more vowels, so I think this looks strong. And I ended up drawing another eye anyway. At least vindicates that that decision. Okay, Tritiate comes down. What does that do for me? So like, there's no bingos on the C or the V as far as I can see. There's no sevens, and there's nothing that fits with the N of Rheanix either. So it might just be something relatively straightforward like give, just to score some points, hope to draw into something next turn. I have Crampers now. That looks very good. Okay, 101. I have Rigodorn. Actually, just I completely zoned out and didn't even realize the R here was even open. Rigodon. It kind of blocks off a lot of the board also. So yeah, lucky here in this game. Coming out with 4 bingos in this game. The bot has 2 so far. The bot's still within 100, so the game's not over yet. But the opportunities to bingo now, not that great. So yeah, the bot just played Yar for 52 and Bax for 47, so we just got almost 100 points with those 6 tiles alone. And it's still kind of keeping itself in contention for this game as well, but yeah, it's tough. Have you ever had a game where you bingoed every turn? No, I have not. I don't think anyone has ever done that before. I think the most that anyone has ever bingoed is 8 times in a game. I think there are records or like North American records or world records that have monitored that. And these are generally like in-person games, but I've never heard of anyone ever having done that in like an online game either. Maybe the algorithm, not algorithm, the random number generator or something online is probably also not going to allow you to do that to a certain degree. I don't know, but again, everything is generally. Oh, wait a minute, whoa, wait a minute. I have gatefolds. There we go. Yes. Are you not entertained, everyone? Come on, are you not entertained? There's space on this board to bingo, don't worry. I'll find some space. But yes, it's not happened before. Again, it does require like a lot of like you're almost like your whole lifetime's worth of luck. Muffin Tentacle owes you a lot of those big Austin faces. That is true. I'm waiting for my bits. Where are you, Muffin Tentacle? He's somehow, for some reason, not here right now. So I'll let him off for now. Okay, so I'm 123 points in front. And let's just look at the board real quick. The only real way that the bot can come back is playing onto this this triple here. It might be something like Benzoins or something. Something crazy like that. So I'm gonna have to block this S. Unfortunately for the bot, at least. So something like Sui at least doesn't allow the bot to go out. I mean, it can't really go out anyway, but you know. Maybe I'm just perhaps overly cautious now after what happened in the last game. Wait, I just need to think about this here. I can play Uoi somewhere, but it doesn't block anything. And Dop actually also blocks the G of Give for any random potential bingos that could go there, but I don't think there are anyway. So yeah, Sui might be good here. Just leaves one in the bag. I don't know. I can't really play much down there anyway, to be fair. So I might as well just play it for a few points. Another option that I actually can play is to play Owie here. Which actually might be better because the Q is probably... might still be in the bag. I don't think there are any bingos with the S with Owies here, so I think I'm going to be safe with that. The main problem here is any kind of overlapping play with an O with the Z, like O, Z something down here. But we might draw the Q, so keeping the U might be good here. So I think we're going to play Owie. And actually the bot has the Q. So maybe it's fishing for like banquets or something like that along those lines. And I actually end up having the O and the Z myself. But a lot of vowels with it. So yeah, looking like we're gonna win this game. This is game number 2. Sorry, game number game number 3, but win number 2 of the evening. 5 bingos on my side. MW Joseph saying, I had a Wiggles game where I had 4 bingos at the start, but I couldn't see anything good for my 5th turn and I rage quit. But I should have stuck with that game. To be fair, starting with 4 bingos straight off the bat is incredibly rare. So you never know. You could have bingoed on turn 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it would have happened, but we'll never know now. So in fact, actually, as far as I remember, I could be wrong, but in all of my tournament games, as far as I remember, not official, I only remember an opponent playing 4 bingos in the first 4 turns against me in just one game, and it was actually in the UK Nationals final game on stream. And I still won the game against Harshan. He started off with 4 bingos straight off the bat, and I managed to come back and win. And that was the deciding game of the UK Nationals, and my only UK Nationals win to date. So, it can still happen. I mean, anything can happen in these kind of games from move 5 onwards. But yeah, that to me was the most memorable. Again, it could have happened at some other point too, but I don't really remember it ever happening. Especially like an in real life game. So how many bingos would a reasonable all bingo game take? Since 8 is only like half the bag. So yeah, I mean, in theory, you'd only get 14 turns, right? Because 14 times 7 is 98, and then that person, would that person go out? I guess. Yeah, that person would go out because the other person would have 2 tiles left. So I guess that's kind of the shortest shortest game that it could possibly be. I think I have played a game online where both players have had 9 moves each. Again, very rare because like you're just playing off really long words or bingos all the time. So things like that could happen, but definitely yeah, playing bingos pretty much every turn is almost unheard of for sure. Unless you've rigged the bag to be in your favor. Might get a few funny looks, you know, if you do that. Anyway, the bot has played Bye. It is setting up something like Quena or Queen up here. Quena and Abby. To play off its queue. So it's actually, I think as far as I can see, it's going to play another turn. I just can't really do anything up there that would block it, because Zol would not be enough. It would still allow Queen, Quean. Oh, yeah, I was thinking opponent would have a really bad game. Oh, yeah. Okay, if you're thinking that way, then yes. I guess you could technically have like 11, 12 bingos maybe, and then your opponent just like exchanges almost all the time, or plays off like, or just fishes the entire game and never hits anything or never finds anything. In theory, that's possible. But to a degree, I guess anything in Scrabble could be possible. And there are enough unique bingos in the bag. Surprised it never happened though. Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely would help if people did have a perfect knowledge of the dictionary. Then you could just run riot essentially with your word knowledge. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not smart enough to work this out, and I will never claim to be smart enough. But if someone has some kind of way to work out what the probability of that happening is, I'm interested to hear it. I don't know, there's other factors in terms of like your opponent not playing bingos and how many other moves, additional moves there will have to be. But I don't know how you would work that out. I guess you'd have to guess, like maybe a 12 move game or 13 move game, maybe, but I don't know. Okay, so I haven't come up with a really good idea as to what to play here. Doesn't feel like there's anything particularly inspiring. But again, I don't necessarily need to come up with anything hugely inspiring in this turn. I might just have to just play 2 moves and just hope that I can, I mean, just score at some points on both turns. So maybe something like ZE here, and I have OU, like here. Yeah, nothing great, but it's fine, I guess. So again, I'm not really quite sure what the bot is necessarily thinking about here. Or maybe it thinks it can maybe go out in more moves. Out in 3 or something from now. I don't know. But it's definitely a win for me here. So this will mean that in the prediction on Twitch, 32.5 wins or fewer, that will not be the result of the stream prediction tonight. We're going to move up to 33 wins. But yeah, it did require a very lucky game. Pleased to at least have seen gatefolds though. Actually, gatefold was kind of the first word that I saw, but I didn't even look at floating tiles on the board. Or 2 floating tiles on the board. Thought it might have been too good to be true, that something like that would be there and playable, but it was there. Does go to show that you should definitely keep looking on the board if some miracle plays might be available. But yes, the bot does have a blank, so it does have a lot more opportunity to do other things. And it's going to work out the best thing here. But I can't see past maybe playing Quena or something, or Queen. So I think Queen would probably be the best play. So that way I can't play OI underneath it and get more points. But yes, when the bot does have a blank in the end game like this, it will take a fair amount of time to work out what the best end game actually should be. So this is not surprising the bot is doing this. Again, the bot doesn't know what the I mean, of course it knows what the score is, but it's going to attempt to play its best move every single time, no matter the the outcome of the game itself. Okay, so it plays given. It tries to leave Queen or Queen for the last move. So we're going to play OU here. And there you go. Okay, so it was a 1,000-point game here. And as I said earlier, we will move up to 33 wins. So this is a 126-point victory. So let's update that now. 33 wins, spread of minus 2386. We've won 2 games. We've lost 1 game so far. We've got 4 more games to go. And currently, with the prediction, we're now sat on option 3. Any other win from now on will change that prediction result. We have 4 opportunities to do that. So let's move on to game 82. Bunko, maybe? So MKW Joseph, the answer does start with an M. It does actually have a few different variant spellings of this word also. If that even helps you. So I think the same word can be spelled with an A instead of an E. But yeah, it probably doesn't really help if you don't know the word at this moment in time, but yeah, we'll see. Overeat. Overate. Renovate. Overneat. Guess I can do overbeat as well, but that takes an S. That's a bit more dangerous, potentially. Okay, Hutia has come down. I can actually play over 8 underneath it. That's 89 points. It doesn't really give anything away. And I think that's my best play here. Okay. I don't see it, and I don't ever remember seeing the 6. It's not a 5 with an S. It does end with an S though, but it's a sticky S, and then it goes to an 8 letter word with an ES on the end of it. It is not. It is I say a foreign word. It is not a English word. Okay, I can play Ahi here. This actually does surprisingly score pretty well. There you go. Yeah, you got it. Nice. And again, I think you can still spell it with an A as well. Okay, I'm gonna play Ahi here. Oh my gosh, bad draw. EII. Ooh, it's not good. It's one of those draws that could derail you very easily. But I do at least have a place to play Phi, F-I-E, underneath Deity, which blocks those floating tiles and gets rid of the I and E of my rack, so... I know, I know, at least if I get Vowels, just give me different ones. I mean, I need more of the same. I know, Wiggles is making me work for my wins here. Just can't give me like an easy win like the last game. Okay, well, the bot does block that spot. Hmm. Yeah, this is not great. I mean, I don't love this play by any stretch, but I could just play GIE here. Really have to prioritize getting rid of the I's and E's. Again, I do also just have a relatively straightforward play of Phi down here as well that scores more and gets rid of an F. Maybe this is better. I'd like to think it is slightly better as well. Equity-wise, at the very least, this is definitely better. It's one of those weird-looking players if you're playing against a human, because then you'd be like, why don't they just start playing Fat, F-E-T? It scores like a lot more, but you're playing up an I for a lot less. And that's how you can generally like infer that your opponent has like too many I's or something. It's like it has to get rid of an I here. Also, another option I could play here, just thought about it now, is to play Finny, which actually doesn't look too bad. Maybe prioritizing getting rid of 2 I's here is something I should be doing. And maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, I can score a little bit more and do that. So let's go with that, and looks like I've drawn another I. Okay, well, you know what? There are only so many I's and E's in the bag, so they're going to run out eventually if this just keeps happening. Okay, the bot plays Leddens. And I don't think I have a bingo here. You're playing Nayeli, which will get rid of, again, a lot of these bad tiles. Keep ER, that's a really good leave. So yeah, I think I have to do this. Ooh. Okay. I have a bingo now. Tohoroas is 89. Could play something like here. Could play Horad. That's 80. What else? What else do I have? So the A and the E is just like too many vowels, I think. Question is there anything playable through the Y that will hit the triple? I'm not sure there is. I can say Horade. I don't know if there's anything here, anything else. Kind of an ugly, relatively ugly kind of combination of tiles. I do prefer to play Horad here than Tohoroas. I don't want to open up the 9-timer lane. Seems like an unnecessary risk here, so I think I would prefer the Horad, but it just got blocked. Does the second one from the bottom end in Ys? No, it does not. I think it begins with a B, I think. Okay, what are we doing? I guess I might have to just play it. Yeah. Just score so much as well. The bot just played off 5 tiles, so again, not so likely it will bingo, but you know, you never know. Yeah, I guess. Alright. Gotta roll the dice a little bit here. Don't quite, yeah, the S is not quite in the right place for Stokesia. But I'm up by 90 now. And I guess in the grand scheme of things, with the rack that I have, I'm not all that far away from a bingo. So yeah, I could play something like Kai, K-A-I here. 32. Scores well. Would obviously prefer to play off the O, but might not be possible to do that in the bottom corner and keep good tiles. Oh. Yep, Twitch will question you some funny things. Oh wait, I have Okiest. I just realized. I actually have it. It actually plays here. I was daydreaming with that one. I was too busy looking at Stokesia and then realized that Okiest actually is also a word. I think that's the only place it plays though. And again, not sure how often the bot's going to go there. It doesn't go there at all, so got a free shot at playing Okiest and going up by 150. And at least now there are no blanks unseen. I've taken the one of the S's out for the bag also. And there's only 8 vowels. So yeah, I'm looking in pretty good shape here. Again, assuming that the bot doesn't play a 9-timer. Yeah, not looking too bad right now. Could be on my way to another win. I think against most opponents, or at least human opponents, I would be almost being like, yeah, I've pretty much won this game. But against the BESTBOT, I don't think you can ever truly relax. because it can flip the script at any time. We've seen it happen too many times now. So yeah, we cannot afford to be complacent against the bot, or really against anybody, but less so against the bot. I hope it triples. You have to hopefully keep your prediction result alive, which is option 3. We're currently on that option right now. If I don't win any more games, that will be the result. But if I do at least win one more game, then option 3 will not be the result of the stream tonight. Okay, the bot plays Rasp. It actually burns its last S. And I think I have no real choice but to play onto this triple here and just block this spot. So something like XI would be pretty standard in this situation. And maybe I have enough time to get closer to another bingo. But we can work on that on the next few turns. Okay. So I could play something like Bug here. It's 32. Okay, Overact has come down, which opens up a 9-timer lane again, but I think something like Galf looks pretty good. I do keep the U, generally not good, but there's only 4 vows left, and keeping a vow here is going to be important. And I've drawn the other U, and there's still a Q unseen, which doesn't really play on this board as far as I can see. Even with a T in hand, it doesn't. There's no open A. So yeah, drawing the Q is going to be a big problem for whoever draws it. Boney has come down, which then just yeah, I guess that kind of means the bot could have the Q now. So, as far as I can see, there's no bingo here for the bot. So I could try and open up a bingo lane. I could, but that's very easy to block, I think. I mean, especially if I draw an R or an E, I actually have unrules in 2 places. Above, well, underneath Nieli on row 2, and I have it in row 14. So that's at least 2 of the letters that I, 4 of the, well, technically 4 of the 8 letters that I need to bingo will work. Just wondering if there's any other bingos that would be available with the U. Sorry, with the L. Maybe Lunules, I think is good. Lunules, is that good? I think it is. With the P, it would be a bit more difficult to find something here. Lupinus, is that a word? I'll work out my 2U7s here to pull that out somehow. See, I don't think lupinus is actually a word. Maybe like unplugs, but it doesn't fit though. So maybe a P doesn't quite work. What about a T? So T would be easier because EWT is also good, so almost any bingo that plays under there would work. Okay, I'm not really quite sure, but I think I'm going to play EW here. Let's just... I think at least 5 of the tiles would work. Oh wow, just drew the Q. Okay. Not the one I was looking for, but again, it's okay. I can play off the Q at least. And yeah, it's actually not for the bot now. The bot will not have to worry about that tile. So yeah, I can play something quite long here. I can play Pulse. That scores 32. That just kind of just gets rid of all my tiles. Again, if this stays open, that's kind of along the lines of what I would play here. It does stay open. Let me just have a look. I don't think that really changes much. The bot didn't block anything or open something new. Just wondering. I'm just trying to figure out what the bot is really trying to play here. And again, it might not really matter because Pulse looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's going to be the move here. Okay, so it plays pre-tax, giving me a win of 62 points. So we'll update the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. So we're up to 34 wins and a spread of minus 23-24, which now sends me over the edge. And it means that, in the prediction that is anyway, which means that option 3, 33 to 33.5 wins is not going to be the result of the stream tonight. We're now sat on option 2. One more win will mean that option 1 will be the guaranteed result of the prediction. We still have, how many more games do we have? We have 3 games left. I'm currently 3-1 against it tonight. So let's continue with game 83. And yeah, not my finest draw to start the game. I'm guessing Owie would look like a decent first word, but yeah. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Yeah, still, not saying I can't be particularly happy about that game 2 where I lost. Still, I'm thinking about it, but it's feels like it's an opportunity that I should have taken. Again, if you didn't see game 2 today, I was winning essentially the whole way, you know, block board, and then I gave away a 90-point outplay and lost by 7. So it was a stupid move for what I did, and I should have won. Yeah, Wowie is not a word. It's actually with 2 E's, so W-O-W-E-E. Okay, so Fido has been played. Wow, what do I do here? Oh man, okay. Okay, I'm heavily considering playing Iwi here. So the thing is, the O's are probably better together than 2 I's. And again with the W, I can play Owo or Woo. It just makes it a bit more flexible to play. So I'd rather just keep 2 O's here and get rid of both at the same time rather than almost be handcuffed to playing Iwi the next turn. So I think we're going to go with this. So again, it does also depend on drawing at least some decent tiles out the bag. But I didn't draw that great. Drew DGU. Also not great. Yeah, definitely not great there, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, another option I could have played, or can still play, is something like Woof, but again, with the O next to the triple letter square, an OX, like, bomb here would be pretty nasty. So I kind of wanted to avoid that. Okay, Kite has come down. Interesting. Wow, what do I do there then? It's not great. I can, well actually, I mean, this is not particularly great, but depending on what I leave, but it does score well. I can play Wooed, which is 30. I know there's a dog emoji in the chat, but I could play Doge. But I probably shouldn't play that. Not great for my rack here. What about Fugged? Is that a word? I can't remember if that's a word or not. The leave there, I mean, I don't really... Again, I don't want to have to keeping OOW, but... I don't know, man. It's, keeping GU is pretty ugly also. No. Not a fan of OUW either, no. That's the main reason here. I did, yes, you're right. Wood actually does pretty good job of actually blocking the board off as well, so I do like that from a positional point of view. So yeah, I think I might go with that. Does help the argument for this move. Okay, well, I kept GU and I drew EIPRT, which is actually pretty good. Okay, so Qua. Obviously, main problem is that it has the A hook for Aqua, and I don't have the A. We also have another dog word. I could play Pug here. And it does actually look like it might be the best play. So it leaves the A spot open. Also, Paw has an S hook. And Paw, yeah, that's also true, yeah. Wow. Man. I'm not doing this on purpose, guys. And Fido's already on the board too, just realized. Yeah, not ideal with the draw here. Getting closer to a bingo, but not quite there yet. Just gonna play Pongo now, yeah. Okay, so the bot plays engrave. So yeah, it breaks out there. Yeah, definitely not what we want to see. Yeah, not in great shape here. Again, we kind of blocked the board off. And now we're kind of feeling that pain. I guess I can play Kern here. Open some floating tiles. I also have the T that can go underneath Iwi. Really need an A here for Pug or an S for Iwis or edits, Kerns, but yeah, tough to do things here. Bingo wise. Okay, so we drew some constants here. No vowels, no bingos. So yes, again, I will also say if you guys are watching the stream and you're enjoying what you're seeing, or you're finding this, so not say entertaining. I don't know if that's really the right word. I mean, you could be. But if you at least are enjoying the stream, please feel free to hit that follow button right now if you're watching on Twitch. There's actually a bunch of you watching on YouTube right now as well, watching this live. So if you haven't come across my stream before, where I do stream every Tuesday and every Thursday here in North America, the North American time zone, please consider subscribing to my channel as well. It'd be great. And yes, you can also follow or do the other thing if you're watching on Twitch / YouTube or vice versa. Follow and subscribe in all the different places. Definitely would encourage you to follow me on Twitch and get involved there at least, so you can get involved with the games that we have ongoing right now. Okay, so Raya has come down. Again, it's kind of showing a lot of vowels that I don't have, which would be nice to have at my disposal, but I don't have it, so might be something like grid. It does take an E hurt for gride. Just getting rid of 2 constants. Hope to draw 1 vowel, 1 constant here. And I do, and I draw an S, so I do have a bingo now. So I could play Corsight. So Corsight, Erotics and Tercios are the bingos here. So Tercios would fit here, or Erotics. I think Erotics would score more. 74. Corsight here is a bit more, it's also 74, but a little bit more safer. And Tercios, I mean, play down here if you want to, but no big deal. I also have notices here as well on the N. Doesn't quite score as much, but is a bit more. Well, actually now it does score more. Now with X on the board, it now gives me an extra 10 points, so it's now the highest scoring bingo. Unless there's something onto the E here of X. Is there something there? Coterie is esoteric, right? Yeah, so esoteric is gonna be the better play here. 83. Okay. Let's go with that. So now I'm 43 points behind. Still. Oh no. Okay, Zlotys comes down for 75. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe just het. Get rid of the H, get rid of the T. Hope to draw something close to a bingo, but again, I need those S's. It's very hard to play anything on this board without an S. Just trying to get some points on the board. Okay. I think Bullet is good. Again, there's no way to play it though. An open eye, there's only one eye left. Bulletin. Yeah, it's not looking good for me in this game, has to be said. But yeah, we can't expect to win them all against the BESTBOT. It will outplay and outfox and outdraw you to some degree in these games. But still at a blank and 2 S's unseen, and I'm 87 points behind. I'm not completely out of it yet. Definitely come from further behind in other games and still won, so it's still got to keep fighting here. Santor has come down. Okay, that might be the so-called nail in the coffin there. If it hasn't already been. Oh, Pewid. Nice. I would not have known that. Okay, so maybe Ablet? I don't know. I'm just having to try and open up some bingo lanes. I'll have Turnable now. 83, okay. Hopefully this stays open. And you're just going to have to hope to get lucky in the next turn. Just draw into another bingo immediately. That's the only way I think we can realistically win this game. And even then, we might still not. We're a long way behind. Yeah, just hoping that Turnable stays available here. Hope to draw an S and some of the better tiles available. We'll see. But yes, it does look like the percentages are definitely against me here for a win in this game. This is game 5 of the evening. We still have 2 more games to go after this for the evening, so we have 7 games. We're 3-1 against the BESTBOT tonight, so I'm almost certain it will be back down to 3-2. But one more win will at least mean that I will win the match day. Okay, Turnable is going to be the play here. Ooh, I do draw into something good. Okay. That is interesting. That is pretty much as good as a draw I could actually hope for. Like, literally with what tiles are left. That is about as good as I could hope. So Fernie comes down. I don't know if there are any playable bingos here. I don't think there are. So Mislead, Misdeal, Maylids. Is there another one? Medials? I don't know if any of them play. So it could be a bit of a red herring here. I don't really have anything. I do have dilemmas, actually. It plays here. This is not going to win the game because I'm going to have... Yeah, the bot's going to score a lot of points the next turn, and I just won't... I only have 2 tiles to play with, but this really only just narrows the spread. So, yeah, as I said, I could draw into another bingo, which I somehow did. But, yeah, still too far behind. So yeah, plays Enjoy. I'm still 68 points behind right now, and I have AO on my rack. I'm going to get 14 from the bot. So, let's see. What is the highest scoring outplay here? So I see 9 points. So it's just underneath Santor and Boa here. Don't know if there's anything better than that. I definitely want to get the last move right because it's a relatively easy way to get a best move when I analyze it. But I think this is the best move. There's a high scoring outplay here. So yeah, that seems to be it. Okay. So a late surge there, but not quite enough. It's a 45 point loss. So we're down to 49 losses, minus 2369. As I said, we'll have 2 more games to go tonight. So yeah, let's move on to game 84. Okay. Kind of a weird first rack. I can play Kennet. Play Kente. Kine is also an option here. Like this. And actually, Kine doesn't take any hooks, so it's actually pretty good in that sense. It keeps EMT, which is really good. So maybe we do this. I think keeping the Y after Kennet or Kente probably not quite worth it here. So yeah, I think we'll go with this. And there we go. We draw into bingo here. Yeah, welcome back everyone on Twitch from the ad break. If you experience an ad break, you'll be watching the stream all the way to the end now, uninterrupted. But yes, just kind of deliberating between Kennet and Kine and Kente or Yente. But I think Kine, just with the better leave, was superior there. And I managed to draw an S and a blank, which is lucky. And Kine also doesn't have any hooks, as far as I'm aware, so it's good defensively. Also, Kine is kind of hard to parallel play as well. You kind of need specific tiles. Go across the K and the Y, and again, it plays OV, it doesn't really have much. So yeah. I can't really do much there either now. There's no hooks for Phi. Oh man. Okay. That is tough. So if FY was literally a space further down, I could play Intensify. Yeah, I'm trying to look for those kind of things which would not give away too much, but I don't think there's anything else. Very hard to do anything there. Ob is really a kind of annoying play, because anything that I play that hooks onto OK or OV will open triple. So that kind of means like, do I just play onto the E here? And just have to just suck it up, really. Maybe play something a bit more defensive. I don't know what I can do, though. Man. It's kind of precarious. This is kind of, you're just giving away floating tiles on the board, no matter what you do here. Just wondering what the best thing would be. Might be something like Feniest or something. I don't want to put the S in space. I want to put some kind of awkward tile in space like the F, or maybe a W or something. And I don't want any word that actually has an S hook. So that's the kind of things I'm looking for. The N is, you know, it's not too bad in terms of putting it here in the 4-timer lane. It's better than putting an E or an S there. So maybe it's fine. I mean, it's just an annoying play, but I think we do this. Okay. Okay, Fugio has come down. Could play something like Haya, yeah. Or Hoya, maybe. $36 points. Okay. So I drew a C, which actually does help with bingos like with Ag and Koof. But I have too many E's now. Is there anything with the T? I don't think there is. Okay, so QI come down 14 points. Yeah, so just wondering what to do now. I don't have all that many great options. My options really here is to try and get rid of my 2Es. I mean, I could play CEE there, but it gives away the triple, which I don't really want to do. Could play Nay here for 9. Could also play next to E for 10. This will give me some different bingo lanes that I can get to here. So yeah, maybe this is it. I mean, just have to hope. Draw something here, just draw something relatively decent. Oh, J. Not ideal for what I'm trying to do here, but can at least play something like Jilt. Maybe we can go again next turn. It's 31. Partly the play where I played E like that is that I did have the L hook for Eel. I could have made it. I could have played it further down, but you know, I'm holding the hook anyway. Might as well set it up. Okay, Pravity has come down 81 points. Let's see. Is there anything here? I mean, I could, in theory, I could also do something like Egypt. That opens up the S hook, which at this moment in time doesn't really exist on this board. Just don't know if that's really worth it though. I would like to get rid of the L, and the L is not really great for my rack here. I can score an extra 7 points. And not open up something very dangerous. So maybe this is fine. I don't need to go too gung-ho here. Okay. Okay, I'm bringing us through the T now. I have 2 T's on the board. I have Cestodes. Cosseted is the other anagram for it. Doesn't play. So Cestodes looks like the best play available here. So, yeah. And hoping that these bingo lanes don't get blocked. Again, kind of possible that they could both get blocked. But though I think it's... I say it's relatively unlikely. Not impossible, but relatively unlikely. Okay, the bot exchange is 5, that's nice. We'll play Cestodes. Take an even bigger lead. I have a Thwart. Another bingo that would fit very nicely underneath Cestodes here. 101. Boom. Up by 150 now, and a Thwart doesn't have a hook. This blocks the bottom part of the board. It really limits bingos on the right side of the board now. And there's limited options on the left side of the board as well. So, yeah, what has just happened has worked out very favorably for me. Okay, so Jaw has come down. This seems like a desperation play from the bot here. As far as I see, I don't have a 9 timer, but I do have Brideman. So that's another bingo. And we're going to play that. So now we're up by 200 points. So just like that, the game has changed on its head. Flip the script here. So Ervil comes down. I think I'm gonna play Gore for 42, and again another another dog would have woof. So yeah, that's gonna come down for 42. Hopefully, he can draw up another bingo. Okay, I drew the Z. It's not the worst thing in the world here. The stage. I also have the last S as well, so I could set myself up with something like Zeta and set up that final S. Again, I don't know if the bot is smart enough to work out if I have a setup play here. I mean, I could also just play ZA here for a good number of points. But what's the fun in that, eh? What's the fun in that? Up by 200 at this stage. You have some fun here, right? Surely? But Zeta is a fun move. I do need to draw into some vowels though. That would be nice. So yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Wow, so the bot plays Poach. I mean, I want to play Tsar or Zeta, but do I have to block this now? Come on. Oh. It's annoying. Okay. So what I might actually do here is actually block the 9 timer lane, but not use my S or Z. So I can do something like minor or 40 or 24. I could also just blow my Z and play Caesar, and that blocks off a lot of stuff. But I do like the option of playing the Z and Tsar here. Or maybe setting myself up with a triple here, maybe. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll draw the X as well. See if the bot opens up another 9 timer lane. Hopefully it draws it, puts out an O in space. It doesn't put an O in space, it plays Glad. Oh, what do I do here? After E. Can I honestly not... Can I not do anything here? Like, that puts a big tile on a big square. I mean, I might have to only do Zax's here. This is 73. Again, I can't complain too much. But, yeah. Okay. I think... Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't have much else. You could play Apterium. Fully saw hot, ugly, ugly hot before toughly. You know. We know where your mind's at. It's okay. Say no more. So yes, this turned out to be a bit of a blowout now. Yeah, we got 4 bingos down in the end. And yeah, the bot is struggling to even reach 300. It will reach 300 in the end, but that's how quick the games can change. I mean, I also have Uncool here for 20 to go out. So I think the bot is coming up with some kind of way to block that, which means that Apterium won't be the move. So I'm gonna have to come up with another. What other things can I play other than Uncool? I mean, it's relatively dull, but I could play Oboe up here. It's 23 points. Oh, I have Upon as well, which actually is the same, really. Because it's 23 for Oboe, minus 4 points on my rack, so that's 19. Sorry, not 19. Minus 6 in my rack, sorry, so 17. And Upon is 21 here, minus 4 on my rack, so that's also 17. But this at least gives me a way to go out next turn. And Oboe keeps LUN, which is not great. I mean, again, if in the off chance that, you know, your opponent played a phony or whatnot, which does happen from time to time, and gives you another turn, a free turn essentially, then you can go out with your best outplay or endgame. Okay. So Ducat comes down. 24 points, it blocks my Uncool. So yeah, I'm wondering what the bot's going to try and do here. So before I play my endgame, I always like to see what the bot is trying to do. I'm trying to work out first of all what it's trying to do. I don't see any great play for the bot here. Maybe like Reify, that scores 12? Is that it? What else is it trying to do? I mean, it might be its best. It's just trying to go out in 2 here. Oh, it has Ire as well, which is 14. I can't really block that, so... Okay, I think Ire is 14 for the bot. I think that's what it's trying to do. Okay, there we go. We found that. So, it's a win. Let's update the scoreboard. It's 149 point win. Sorry, 249 points. Oh boy, I won by a lot more than I realized. So that cuts my spread down to minus 20 only, and I'm up to 35 wins. Which now means that if you voted in the prediction for option 1, 35 or more, then that is the result of the stream tonight. So I'm going to pay that out right now. Well done to those that voted for option 1. That means I had to have won 4 of the 7 games tonight, and we've actually won 4 of the 6 games so far. So we do have one more game lined up here, and that's game 85. So let's start that right now, and this will be the last one for the evening. So with 4 wins under our belt already, this does mean that we will make some inroad, at least, into the lead that the BESTBOT has over us in this series. We started with a 16-game deficit. We're now 14 games behind. If we can get one more here, then we're down to 13. That would be a successful, to me, it feels like any 5-2 victory against the bot is a very successful outcome. Again, I probably should have won 5 already by now. Did throw away the second game, but yeah, we'll see what this next game has in store for us. Okay, so Aeon has come down. I guess I can play Unwily. I guess we have a bunch of bad tiles here. Oh, it's not a word. Oh, never mind. Never mind, won't play that. It's okay. We can play Looney, actually. That actually might be better. Doesn't give away anything. Let's do that. And now have Welling. Just somehow drew into the word Welling out of nowhere. Crazy. Yep, Mashlem has a bunch of different spellings, including other spellings that don't even sound like Mashlem. Wow. Okay, so Up has been played, which actually blocks my bingo of Welling and Gao. So now I'm going to have to think of what to do next. So, something I could play, which actually is interesting because I can play Well and Lay-in. And the good thing about this move is that I have the ing for laying on the other side of it. So I'm hoping that that kind of stays open. And the bot will just kind of play something over here or something like that and leaves it alone. And I can draw into a bingo. Well, can't do that with the Q, so maybe next time. Never mind. Gidobju saying Heidi had prattling yesterday at the Monday that I saw. Yeah, not an easy one. It's kind of one of those words. I mean, it's not necessarily a word that I would ever use in day-to-day language, but it's one of those words where it just kind of sounds like it should be a word. But you're never really sure if it's a word or not, unless again you just know the word and you know the know the meaning and things like that. So my move here might be relatively straightforward. It might just be getting rid of the Q. Yeah. She was looking through 2 tiles, and then I looked at the column next to it and saw it. Nice. Okay, well the bot plays OE. I'm going to play Q here. I don't think there's a bingo here. Unfortunately, E-draw is actually not one of the letters we're looking for. Again, hoping that the bot will open something up for us. So we might fish off the O instead now. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, just wondering what to do here. Could just play the O here for 7. Could also just play 2ing 28 points to get some points on the board. Keep ES, which again is very strong. Man. Okay, I need to think about this here, because if I play the O, I've almost, what, like an 80% chance I'm going to draw a bingo next turn? Something like that? Almost everything, like, gives me a bingo. Like, the J? Even the J and the Z and the X? The V does, the P does, the W does, like, almost everything. Apart from an O. Doesn't E give me a bingo too? Or not? Maybe not. An I gives me a bingo. The U does. It's just mainly it's the E and the O here. There are others, but that's the only thing I need to avoid. So I think I'm going to have to play the O here. It does bingo a lot. So no O or no E, I think, is what we're hoping for here. Oh, no. No. That is not right, mate. That is not right. Oh, man. I can't believe it. It hacked my mic. You're listening. Yeah. Oh, man. I shouldn't explain what I'm trying to do then. Oh, I can't believe it. That's like, what, 12 tiles in the bag that I'm trying to avoid? On the most part? I think maybe, yeah, well, yeah, that's kind of annoying. I'm not sure how else I can really explain that. I think the C also probably doesn't give me anything, but my chances of bingoing was like, yeah, 50, like pretty much like 80% or 75% there. So unfortunate to kind of be on the wrong side of that. Which now, again, I think we're in the same position, assuming that things don't change too much. I'm going to have to fish off the E. Again, it's the right play. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, I do have a bingo now. I have E jesting. So, yeah. That is now possible. So yeah, I guess I'll have to do that then. Let's do that. 74, okay. So E-jesting takes an R hook for re-jesting. 5 R's unseen. So an interesting play that I could make here is something like bag, because bar takes a K hook, and I actually have the K. Not only that, it does block the R hook for regesting as well. So there's a few different things I can do here that might give me a good score on next turn. And I have a ready-made pack and Kabar to go no matter what. So I think this might be pretty good. Need an R for full speak. I'm gonna answer Pentium. That's a word I've not heard for a long time. Yeah, I think my computer when I was a child was a Pentium something. My first laptop used Pentium. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure if that's even a thing anymore. Okay, Coom has come down. Seems like a bit of a blocking play. Okay, Pack looks pretty good here. So the theory, I could play the S here for an extra 13 points. Like, is that worth it? It makes it 50 points. I'm only going to be 20 points behind. But the S is really useful here with Yups or Alus in terms of getting a bingo, so I don't know if I can do that. Can I afford to do that? Also, the other thing to think about here is that there's still 2 blanks on scene, so again, every little bit helps in terms of getting a bingo down. And going for those blanks. Like, I could go and play Peaks here for 53. Puts me only down by 17. I could draw into another S or not all those blanks. Like, those are definitely possible possibilities here with what I'm about to do. And I'm actually kind of thinking maybe this is what I should be doing. It's pretty aggressive, but yeah, if I'm down by what, actually by 18, then this is actually not that bad. I'm not in a bad spot, but OF is not a great leave. But again, 5 tiles, dig into the bag. Maybe that's a good thing here. Okay, I think we'll go with it. Okay, we draw the other ass. That's a good result, at least. Okay, so the bot actually burns a blank by playing Jin and Ya. So Ya is 36 points. This board is getting a little tight now. Yeah, opportunities here are kind of slim pickings now. I could play Twiny though. This does actually score really well. 33 points. Doesn't open anything up. And I say a hotspot on this board, but playing something with QI here and getting rid of the W here is actually pretty good. So I think we're going to play this. Just trying to stay in touch in terms of the scoreline here. I now finally draw into an R, so I can play something like Pro and Rejesting. Score 29 points. That's actually quite a lot on this board. I do have some other things that I could play to kind of shut the board down and play Koos for 32. So I actually do have some relatively high scoring plays available up my sleeve here. Okay, Vend comes down. Oh, what does that mean for me here? Just wondering what to do here. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards playing Fro. Or Orphanus, doesn't really matter that much, but you know. Rizdar. Oh man. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this. 29 points. Now only down by 9, I think. Oof. Yeah. Alright. Didn't draw any vowels there. A little concerning. A lot of vowels on scene. I'd like to have drawn into something there, but we didn't. But yeah, we were... Oh, okay, so the bot does bingo with Raymond. Did have the other blank. That puts me in a bit of a spot now. We can't really do a great deal with this rack. Oh, man. I have to play something like Verb. I could try and set something else up. Here I can do like Cran or something. Let's set up the S. But maybe I need to do that at a later turn. Just get rid of the V and the B now and just hope. Okay, draw the Z. What exchanges 5? Okay. That is interesting. Huh. So yeah, could be oh, interesting. Wait, I just got with an interesting move here. I could play something like Act or Octa here, which would actually set up the Z. Scores well and sets up the Z, which is actually hard to block. So maybe something like this is actually pretty good. Okay. I draw into Riz. R-I-Z. That becomes very hard to block, because you're now opening something else up. Okay. One tile on the bag. It plays ID. That's 25. That's a lot of points. So if I put Riz here, that's 63. I'm actually 60. Well, how much? 66 behind. Yeah, that word begins with an R, I think. So the real problem here is that the bot, if the bot had an A, it's going to play Azo and it's going to win the game. Be too easy. So like, is there some other way I can get the job done here? I think. So what if I play just the Z? Like, is that going to be enough? If I draw into an A, I have Soroid in multiple places. In 3 places? Like, that would win, wouldn't it? The bot would have Eurolith as a bingo, but it wouldn't fit anywhere. Do I just have to hope that I draw into an A? I mean, this might be my only chance, really. I mean, I think if I draw an A, I would win. But I'm not that hopeful that I would draw an A. Although the possibility is that the bot could play Idea if it had an A. Or maybe it's ready for me to play ZO, and then it's keeping an A in reserve. But, I mean, I don't really see any other way here. I need to fish off one tile. And hope for the best, but I think Riz just loses. Because DOSU plus some of these other tiles are really not good. Won't be able to outrun, so I think I'm going to go with Zoe and just hope. Okay, I got the L. Was not the... I don't think that's the tile that we were looking for here. So Diluters doesn't fit. So it doesn't quite work. So it looks like we're going to lose this game. Game 7. And the bot will reach 50 wins to round off the evening here. So yeah, 35 wins out of 85 is actually a 41% win percentage, which in the grand scheme of things isn't all that bad against the best bot. So the bot plays Eth. It's going to have OU to go out here. Where's it going to go? Where is it going? What am I looking at here? Don't know. I'm gonna play Earthsid. I guess she gives away more points, but don't have quite enough time to work this out. Okay. Alright. We were a little bit behind in that game the whole time, and we tried to carve out a winning sequence towards the end, but it wasn't quite to be. So it's a 58-point loss. So we're going to end match day 12, winning the match day at least, 4-3. But the score is now 35 wins, 50 losses, minus 2178. So that is where we're at as we move to the next stream on Thursday. Another 7 games, so games 86 to 92. But yeah, a little bit disappointed. I threw away game 2. I should have won the 5th game today. Didn't quite work out, but yeah, a bit of a silly mistake at the end, which I shouldn't have done. But yeah, that is the stream for tonight. So again, thank you all for watching. Please hit that follow button if you're watching on Twitch right now, and yeah, help support the channel, help support Scrabble streaming on Twitch. And again, you can always, again, that also applies to anyone that's watching this in retrospect as well. And there's a lot of people that actually watch this after the fact, and I do get a number of followers as a result as well from that alone. So again, I do appreciate all the people that are watching this not live. Thank you, PW Jones, saying thanks for the streaming, good games. Thank you for playing along and being here pretty much the entire time. Appreciate that. Again, you can also support the stream by subscribing to the channel. If you have a free Amazon Prime sub for the month that you're not using, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can also give some bits as well. That is another way you can help support. And if you're watching on YouTube, which again, there are a bunch of people out there watching right now on there, please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be streaming every Tuesday and every Thursday with more games, so you'll be notified as to when I go live next. And yeah, if you enjoy it, then we'll be back for more soon. So I think we're just going to go raid the channel. If you're watching on Twitch, that's what we're going to be going to next. And I think we're going to go raid Axotypo. Looks like he's been online for a little while. Let's go raid him. He's playing some music right now. Looks like he's taking requests. So again, if you don't know, Axotypo is a former national champion in North America. So a very good Scrabble player, but he's just playing some music right now. So that's what he's doing on his keyboard / piano. So yeah, that's that. Again, hopefully you guys can be around on Thursday for the next 7 games. So until then, hope you're all feeling well and stay well. And hope to see you then. So until then, see you guys around. Good night.